Why, hello there, goblins and gremlins alike. Shams Nelson here from Pen and Blade. And in this episode of Fantastic Anatomy, we're going to be drawing some goblins. And this video was a request. Oh, and I forgot to check who requested it. I'm sorry, my friend, but I made this video for you, and please leave a comment and I shall pin it and heart it, and I shall heart no other comments, for you are a special lad. Now, I didn't bring up pictures of goblins. Oh, and I forgot to check out the Bokoban the book goblins. We're gonna have a fun episode regardless, and actually, I'm gonna switch these around because this one looks more feminine, this one looks more masculine, and I'll tell you why in a second. But I have my own style of goblin that I like to do, so I guess I just figured, you know what, forget the research because I like my goblins, and if you guys don't like my goblins, then I don't know why you guys so mean. Alright, so this one looks more feminine because I should have just redrawn it. It would have been easier. Because the angles are less sharp. So you look at this strong jawline right here, that edge right there. Well, this is more curved. And just to prove that I wasted a lot of time, I'm going to erase these corners a little more and soften that up. And actually, I've never drawn a female goblin before. So we're using the Fantastic Anatomy method. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw the skull. And goblins, one of the main features are large eyes. So I like them very large eye sockets. And usually, actually, I like to have the eyes a little lower. You want most of the head towards the bottom of the skull. And it makes this cute little goblin face. Alright? We have a nose. You can make the nose big or small. I don't think that changes the goblin too much. We have the cheekbones over here. And the mouth is going to be very close to the bottom. Alright? For the female, we'll do the same thing. Maybe even move because usually females have the face lower on the head. So we'll move this even lower. Let's try this out. I'm just going to use the formula. Smaller nose, small cute nose. And then we'll give her fuller lips. And I remember you talking about, what is it, the Goblins or something? You have to let me know about that in the comments. I forgot about that. But I think they have the long ears that point out, and that's how I do my goblins. So let's give them some ears. And roughly, from the middle of the eyeballs where I start. And just kind of come out to the bottom of the eyeball. So we got a nice little outline for our goblin friends. Give them a thin neck. I feel like goblins are thin, but kind of strong. And then those we can give them their shoulders a little puffy like that to give them the strong part, to make them look like they're strong. And then for a feminine goblin, let's see how this one. And yeah, like that, and keep the shoulders a little less wide. And we'll just leave it like that. Woo! How beautiful. Alright. My laptop is burning my thighs. Okay, cool. Now, let's put in some details. So I like drawing goblin eyes because first off they're big, so I usually pick 2 points. So this one's slightly higher, and these two kind of line up. And go across the eye socket. And come in. And you can put the eyeball right in the beginning. Actually, that's a good idea. So this is a pretty plain expression. Well, let's say, look, you put the eyeball in the middle. So it looks crazy. And then, let's say you want her to be looking like kind of like bored. Then you can. So that's another way to do the eyes. But I like to put the iris first, because if you don't put the iris first, I feel like it's easy to misplace the iris. So find the center of that circle, and then it's also easy to make the eye too high or too low or something like that. And I like to make them look like they're a little tired, so put some bags under the eyes. For the lady, I think you'll want a line above the eyes like that, and right here. And the eyebrows are going to be up higher than the males. And a little bit smaller probably. Cool. So for this guy, actually a lot of times I wouldn't do eyebrows for goblins. So I might do something like that. And they can change based on the expression. So let's say I want to make him look like a little bit intrigued. Just arc his... We treat it like an eyebrow. It's like folds of skin. Alright, cool. Got a cute little goblin dude going on here. I'm feeling him. I wonder what we'll name this guy. So, and gal. Alright, so let's go off to the nose. And you can just add the nostril. Go down, add the nostril. And we'll just keep it simple like that. Maybe you can add a line up there. Cool. This one, I saw this on Pokemon where they keep a little spot right in between every once in a while. Let's see what that looks like. I think it could look cool. There. Beautiful. Alright, cool. And then I like to give my goblins like random stray hairs, some bumps, you know, maybe a butt chin or two. Give him some hairs on his butt chin. There you go. And we can give him some bling. I think that's pretty much it. Another thing I like to do with my goblins is tears out of the ear, because I feel like a goblin is bound to get a chunk of his ear torn out at one point or not another in his life. You can also add a couple of jewelry stuff and a little bit of hair. I guess we should have hair in both ears. Asymmetrical ear hair. It's not really my style as an artist. Okay, I'll give him a little boop, Adam's apple. And I think this cutie's pretty much done. Give him a little hair. I know I still haven't done the hair episode. I'm starting to get a feel for hair, but I feel like I need to get a little better before I can teach you guys my tips and tricks. And let's have a little hair coming out from here. Alright? Because you gotta understand that you can't put your goblins or any other fantasy race in a cultural box. Just because humans don't do their hair like this, why wouldn't a goblin? It's a perfectly handsome hairstyle. Okay? Great. And this guy, we're gonna call him I was just writing random letters just to try not to think of, but just whatever letter popped. So Suljakiolm. Oh yeah, Suljakiolm. He's a Nordic a Nordic goblin, and this is his beautiful wife. Yes, Klirnia. I did think a little more when I wrote that. Alright, anyways. And you know what? She's a priestess of some pure-hearted, chaotic good goblinoid god. That's right, chaotic good goblins. If you don't know about chaotic good goblins, then check out my video about orcs. I know it doesn't make sense. Very few things in this life do. 10 fun ways to use orcs in your Dungeons and Dragons campaign, and actually give you some fun ways to orcs to draw. If you draw any of these orc ideas in that video, oh my gosh, you have to find a way to get me that link. Just let me know, and then you can email it to me. And then let's make her happy. See, we can give her lips. That's going to be a feminine trait, and the little nose, smaller nose, feminine trait. And we can have thicker lashes, maybe with a little going on like that. Wow, I like drawing female goblins. Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna leave him with its crazy eyes. He seems like he has crazy eyes. Great, so I think we're pretty much done here. Let's give her some beautiful hair. So I'll give you a sneak preview. I like to do my hair in chunks. So kind of thinking of it, see, I haven't quite figured it out, especially for longer hair. I'm thinking about like chunks coming out all over the place. And you know what? I'm seeing her with, what's it called? Pigtails. Woo, cute. Alright. And that, my friends, is how you draw goblins the Fantastic Anatomy style way. If you have any other fantasy or humanoid races you'd like me to cover that I haven't covered already, check out the Fantastic Anatomy playlist where I go through the whole method. Then, leave it in the comments below. And until next time, peace, God bless, and stay fantastic, everyone.